Okay, we're back. So my husband butt dialed us, and hopefully while he's out, he doesn't butt dial us again because I've told you he's hard of hearing. So I'm yelling into the phone, Jeff, and he didn't hear me. He didn't answer. So I think there's more butt dialing in our future. Anyway, we were telling you that you can make videos on Facebook. And that they have filters, and Nancy and I made a video for our ladies, and we were like the Blues Brothers. So we had on little black fedoras and little black glasses. My near vision's really good, so like I would prefer to make our videos like this, but it doesn't look like me.
Yeah, well, and I don't normally wear my glasses except when I'm working close up, so that's all you guys ever see, but I go without my glasses all day long because I have
You're
far-sighted?
Yes.
Okay.
You are what you see. So.
I just read. I just have readers, so.
Okay, and on top of the goofy stuff that it put on us, Nancy was talking like a thug, so that we were not like the Blues Brothers. We were like the Mafia.
Yeah.
My sister, ladies and gentlemen.
It was fun.
It was hysterical. I was cracking up, and anyway, and then
Laura
trying
kept turning
to
her head, and the hat kept popping off.
Yeah, somebody asked me, "Why is that hat bouncing on your head?"
What's under your hat?
There's a wabbit under there, a wascally wabbit.
Okay, again, we got sidetracked.
So we're still in our comments and questions.
Oh my goodness.
25 minutes in. Yep.
Wow.
So Judy Starkey. Oh my gosh. I burst out laughing.
Yes.
Because Judy wrote something about naked phones. Oh no. Hi Judy.
Hi Judy.
And we wish we were with you guys today. You're stitching today, and we just couldn't do it this time. But
no.
But yes, naked phones. The naked phones have been covered.
Thankfully.
So, and our last one that we wanted to talk about is from Vintage Stitches. Is her name?
I don't remember. You're asking me?
I wanted to say maybe her name is Elizabeth, right. But anyway, she asked, or maybe it didn't say. She wanted to know, she's never used a dyed fabric. And she wanted to know about choosing the right fabric. So thank you.
Yes,
because we're going to do a series, and we're going to call it Kitting Up.
Okay.
So Nancy has some choices to show you.
We're going to do that right now?
You betcha.
Okay.
That's what it says. Kitting Up, Part 1.
Gotcha.
Choosing your fabric.
I need to watch the agenda.
Darn it.
Okay, I went to my stash and chose 4 designs that I like, and I'd like to start, and they're smallish, so they should be easy to kit, easy to finish, and you can see the progress.
Okay, and that's a tip to start off with. If you are unsure about choosing fabric, start with something small.
Yeah, use a small one just to get your feet wet so that you are more comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first one I chose is by Little House Needleworks, Love One Another.
Oh, we probably should have pulled these. That's good.
So it's the lamb and the
lion.
All I could think of was tiger, and I'm like, that is not a tiger, Nancy. So that's one. And then this one's by La Di Da. Laura kind of likes it. In the Sweet By and By.
Why do I like this?
Because Mama sang it.
Yeah, Mom and Dad would be singing. And what's funny is they were not singers.
No, but here
not by any stretch were they singers, but they sang
a lot. Then I've got this one by Plum Street Samplers. It's 1831 Christmas.
Love this. It's so cute. Look at that sheep.
Yeah, and all the snowflakes. That's so cute. And the last one I have is by the Nebby Needle.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing Grace. And this one I think is just absolutely beautiful.
And show them what you noticed this morning.
Around the corners here, they did a little frame on both sides, and then a little bit here on the bottom.
You know what? That reminds me a little of the piece that I did for you that I ended up buying the magazine. A green thumb is rooted in a verdant heart.
Yeah. And it does. It's just right around the top corners, and then
The bottom.
the bottom, and then the border at the bottom. So it's very simple, very sweet little design.
Really pretty. So those are your choices, right? Are you going to kit up whatever they want you to?
Yeah, I will. So you tell me.
Because you'll kit up all of them eventually anyway.
Right. So you tell me which one you would like to see me kit up, and we'll go on the next segment and choose the fabric.
So again, that was Love One Another, In the Sweet By and By, 1831 Christmas, or Amazing Grace. Really pretty. So Nancy's going to do that here so that you can see her do that with her fabric wall.
Yeah.
And that'll be really fun.
Yeah, because then, you'll get to see me hold and compare and draw. That'll be fun.
And we have different ways that we do things. I have to kind of just think, what color do I think I want to do it on?
Because already in my head, I'm looking at these going, oh, that'd be so pretty. Oh, that'd be so pretty. So, and a lot of times we talk it through, and
Nancy will say, I'm thinking pink for this one, and I'm like, oh, okay, well,
I like this.
Of course, what do I always like?
Purple.
Actually, I like to stitch on green a lot.
Yeah, I like a lot of green too, and I think it's real conducive to a lot of our stitching.
Yes. And I think that it shows our favorite colors so nicely.
Yes.
So I like a lot of blues if I want it to feel like sky and outside and
and like the earth tone colors for your fall fabric or your fall stitches. A lot of different.
I like purple for Halloween. That's my thing.
That's fun.
So
I gotta get some more of that marshmallow fudge.
There you go. Next, we wanted to talk about our Kansas City Stitch Together. We've already talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's next weekend, which leads me to say
June 9th.
Today is this is Flosstube number 18, Saturday, June 2nd, 2018.
Yeah.
Next week is June 9th, and we're doing it on Saturday, and because we have to be out there by 9:30, and it's like a 45 minute drive. Nancy and I are not making Flosstube on Saturday.
Nope. So we don't know what day yet that we're going to do.
We'll have to talk about that and figure out what we're going to do for it.
We're going to do it in the dark on Friday.
And nights are typically for us, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so next,
I'll take this back.
I'm so excited. I have a finish.
Yay!
It's about dang time. That's what we're all thinking. So remember this Quaker Garden by Blackbird Designs?
That beautiful design.
And I started out with almost exactly what it looks like on there. And then I just went crazy and chose what my little brain was telling me that I kept seeing.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to move this now that we're going to be up there.
This is my finish. Do you want to hold that side because it's curly? Okay, so this is the whole thing back here with all my pretty fabric.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And then we'll just start. Oh, it's real close. Okay. There we go. You can see, but boy, it turned that filter purple when we got really close. Oh,
I couldn't see it all. So.
I don't know if I can make it do it for you. Did it get real purple?
Oh, yeah.
So I love it. And I was able to get all three of my initials in.
Oh, good, because you were talking about that last week.
Yep. I moved things around, and I think I have to see where they are. I moved this little flower right down here, this little bud, and it doesn't touch it anymore. I probably could have moved this other one up some, and that would have been good, but it's fine. I've got all three of my initials in there, and I like it like that. So I had Nancy pull hers out so that we could compare and contrast. I mean, we could have done this.
That's what we do.
We could have done this at a later time, and we would have, both been showing them again. But
that's all right. Where do you want to fold?
Do you want to show them like
up and down?
Yeah,
if we can.
Okay, so there they are together, and yes, I have that crazy foldy side over
here.
there. So
And-
there's that.
And you
Go
notice
up a
that
little.
they're different counts too.
Yeah. I didn't think mine was a smaller count, but obviously it is.
Obviously. Yeah, because it didn't look it when you just by itself.
Pull over some because we're missing your side. There you go. Although we found out that it's wider than we think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they look like together. Completely different.
Yeah.
I just showed you a
they're
close
both
up
beautiful.
of my initials. So let's trade and we'll show your initials. But you have to hold the crazy curly side
Thanks.
over there.
Well, I got to do it down here then.
Okay, so there it is, side by side, how we're looking. Isn't that cool? Look at that.
I like
so
that.
different.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Yours looks so warm with the bright pink, and mine looks like maybe early evening cool.
Yeah, cool.
And
Mm-hmm. This is really a piece that I love too.
ooh, and let's do this. Show your little moth. And I like the little flower over
Just like
it even.
that.
Yeah. There's my little moth. You can put yours up there in front of it. It's fine. Look at her moth. Now, I stitched mine the way that they showed it, except it was supposed to be a brown.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used green instead of brown. And so my little moth has green wings and hers has purple.
Yeah, because I wanted mine to stand out a little bit more than they had it showing on the design.
We'll have to take these with us on the 9th and let everybody see them there.
That's what I was thinking the other day is, we've shown everything, so I feel like we've shown everything. So now we have to decide what we haven't really shown
and
anyway.
take it, yeah. And again, I'm really sorry. I don't think I can give my chart away.
Yeah.
First off, I want to stitch some of the things out of it for my shadow box, my
printers,
tin type. Yeah. That's not one I think I can send off.
Sometimes you just have to hold on to them.
Yeah.
And other times it's fine to pass on.
So next we wanted to show our previous finish.
So I have this little guy.
You have the chart. Do we want to show the name of it so they can see the front?
No, we'll show that.
In a minute?
In a minute.
Okay.
In a minute. Oh, I need to get my little tool out. Okay. So this is my finish I wanted to show you. I call it Sheep Under the Tree.
And we'll show you why in a few minutes. Isn't it pretty?
I finished this in 2013. There's 6 little birds in there. See all of those? And then the 4 sheep, and lots of hearts.
Did you finish this on the trip or just started on the trip?
I just started it, but I finished it because remember, that's why I think I borrowed your book.
Oh, so we were on what we refer to as a cruise to hell.
Yeah.
And it's not like hell that somebody commented a few weeks ago that they went to actual hell. No, we were on a cruise ship that had a fire in the engine room, and we were stranded for an extra 4 days.
Shut down.
Mm-hmm. And we had to be towed in, and it was, I think we've told you that story before in a previous video.
Quite an adventure.
Yeah.
But I was
stitched a lot.
Yeah, I was stitching on this one, and you're thinking on, what did we have, a 4-day cruise? Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
5-day? You're not going to do much, so I just brought one. Crazy me.
I always have like multiple.
But yeah, I started and finished this on the cruise. So, and my little sheep, you can't really see them, but they are done in Whisper. So I need to get out my little tool and
when all you have to do is sit around and stare at things or
watch the fish.
Yeah,
and
the shark under our window. Yeah. Under our balcony. Yeah, that was great. But Nancy and I obviously wanted to chat while we were stitching, or while we were together, so we stitched a lot instead of reading, and we read a lot too.
Yeah, we did. We did.
But anyway, so my previous finish, We just had to fix the hanger on the back of this.
Oh.
Because this is one that I gave to Katie, and I just finished telling Brendan this story. So what I have is Angel of the Sea from Lavender and Lace, or Told in a Garden, or whichever one. It's from Marilyn Levitt Emblem.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I stitched this for Katie's 10th birthday. And Katie, the year that I stitched it, I was pregnant with Brendan. And I finished it for her birthday, or nearly finished it for her birthday. And so I took it to the old mill for them to frame it. And then I went into labor.
Oh, wow.
So my son, Brendan, they called us and said, hey, it's ready. My son, Brendan, went to the cross-stitch shop before he went home. The ladies at
because you can't leave your piece at the shop.
That's right. And it was Katie's,
Yeah.
And so he brought Katie's piece home to her. And the funny thing, well, I'll show you this and then I'll tell you the other funny part about it. But,
Oh, so gorgeous.
okay, I'm going to smack you.
Here, I'll just get out of the way.
Okay, and I'll come closer. This is another one of those that I feel like
Do you need help?
I wish that I would have had, I wish I would have known about fun fabrics at this point, but I just didn't.
But you know that blue-gray is gorgeous.
Thank
I like
you.
that.
I think, I was trying to think what the name of it is, but yeah, I would choose something just a little more,
With a little modeling in it.
And then I have to show you, let's see, where is it? It's on your side. Okay, so my daughter is a painter. See all that? That's paint that she accidentally flipped on it and then was terrified to tell her mama that she did.
Can she get that off?
It's, we have not really messed with it, and really it's kind of the same color as the piece.
Yeah, and you don't...
We don't want to end up damaging the piece.
Yeah.
And it's, you don't notice it a whole lot.
No.
But
it's such a pretty piece.
And what I like is that the angel is holding
a baby.
Holding a baby.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
So
I nailed her.
It's kind of like the angel was bringing Brendan to us.
Uh-huh.
So
that was cute.
The fun thing is that when we went to pick this up from the cross stitch shop, one of the shop owners, there was one shop owner, Barb, and I think Marva was there with her. And they both got to hold Brendan. I mean, brand new baby.
Yeah.
He was like 4 days old. And they're holding him and cooing over him. And Mary was not there.
Aww.
And about, I don't know, a couple weeks later, I was at the grocery store with him and turned the corner and there was Mary.
Oh, fun.
So in the produce aisle, the coldest aisle in the store.
Yeah.
And Brendan was born in July, late July. But so in the produce aisle, I handed him over.
Yeah.
I knew, your cross-stitch shop owners.
They're your family.
Yeah. And so she stood, talking to Brendan in the aisle.
Fun.
And it was lovely. And
Fun.
I will always remember.
Of course.
And she said, I was just so jealous when I found out that I didn't get to hold the baby. So, and I used to go to, they used to have a club for You and I and Friends. It's not Loose Feathers, that's Blackbird. You and I and Friends had Black Sheep.
Oh, fun.
And we would go every other month and they would have a little kit for us. I used to just take Brendan with me because he was a good little baby and he would just hang out and the ladies would hold him and pass him around and he would flirt and, it was cute. So, okay, next up. Oh, we're going to do our chart rehoming drawing. Which one you want to do first? The love?
Let's do the love.
Okay, there's not a whole lot of you in here, so you're going to get a good shot. A good shot at this one. I'm separating them all in here.
Oh, there's another one together.
Okay, do I get to draw this one?
Yeah, let me get
Okay,
those
got
guys
'em?
apart.
We love the old school thing, and look, it's the big teal bowl. Woohoo! Here it is, the lucky winner.
Da-da!
Let's see if I wrote legibly on this one. Oh, Amber E. Amber E. So,
Yay!
woohoo!
this chart is going out to you, Amber.
Mm-hmm. We're going to put this inside. We'll just dump those back in.
Yep.
Thistles. See, I knew this would happen because we've shown this one.
Yeah.
We have a lot of you in here. And this will probably take a lot of separating out.
Such a beautiful chart.
It is.
Beautiful piece.
And we both enjoyed stitching it. See, I'm wondering, can I go back and get some little pieces off of it to go in my...
Oh, I bet you could, yeah.
And I have that
this
little...
was done in 2014 as a copyright.
And I have that little chunk on the end left over, remember, of the fabric?
Yes.
So I could even do it on the same fabric.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got them all now.
Okay.
Okay,
So
it's Nancy's chart.
She puts it up high for me.
You bet. I don't want you to peek.
Like
You're a cheater.
Really?
Who'd you get? Who'd you get?
Kelly Pruitt.
Kelly Pruitt. So we will go in.
The thistles.
Woohoo! We will go in and message you because we have found out that that's really what we should do.
Yeah, that makes it easier. That way you know that you've won. And
we are so anxious to get them out into the world that we were trying to figure out the fast way to do it. But what we know is that we should contact you because just like we don't get to watch everybody every week, neither do you.
Right.
So, and then Nancy has one to talk to you about.
Okay.
I'm going to take a drink.
So, remember
Take a
this?
breath.
This little guy? This is why I call it sheep under the tree. Now, I do not know how to say that.
And we love Jardin Prive or Privé or Prive, however you say it.
I think it's Privé because it's got the accent. But anyway, I am rehoming this chart. So if you would like a chance to win this, let's call it sheep. So
I'm calling the sheep. Yeah. What I like is, look at this. Look at how this looks. Oh gosh, I hate that we can never see them. Look at how this looks.
On that
how they did it on the
fabric.
natural fabric. And I think it calls for what does it say?
Well, I'm sure it does there, but
Natural linen.
yeah.
So they called for natural. And Nancy's is a real, show yours again. Nancy's probably just looks blue to you, and it's kind of a gray day, so our color's off a little bit.
But it's a solid blue. It's not an overdyed.
But, there are so many ways you
Yeah.
could do this that would show so pretty. And
I chose blue because I wanted it to look more like the sky. You could do it, as we said earlier, a green would look gorgeous on it.
yeah.
A pink
almost
would
anything.
make all those hearts pop.
A little yellow would look sunny.
Yeah.
A little,
So
whatever you want to do.
this one, it's a cute one. I don't know how I'm going to finish it off. If I'm going to frame it or if I'm going to do it in a little pillow, but
It's awful cute.
it is cute. I need to get it done. So anyway, say the sheep if you want to do the sheep.
There you go. Okay, next up is stash. What'd you get?
You want me to show first?
You bet.
Okay.
Big sis.
I got needles
Yoo-hoo.
because I got
Bowens.
down. Yeah,
Oh, love the
Bowen
Bowens.
26. I got down to work on something. Well, last week I forgot my needle at home, so I had to get some.
She's planning for that now.
Yeah.
I think we need to get you a little case to just carry in your...
Well, I usually just leave it in the package
Mm-hmm.
and just toss that from pattern or.
You need like an extra, though, to just toss in your purse and leave it.
Oh yeah. Okay, then I got
That's so cute.
Spring Frills from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. And I
That's
believe I got this
cute.
off Etsy.
That is cute.
That spring one up on top, I really liked it. But I like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all just so sweet. So, yeah. I don't know which one I would do first, but I'm going to do that.
This would be cute in a tart pan.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
So.
Okay, and then the last one I got.
Uh-oh. She's hiding it, so it must be something I want.
Letters from Mom.
Oh! I sent Nancy a message and said, it's back in stock.
And look, this is what they do with it. They make it into a little pocket envelope.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make it large enough so that I can carry a project in it.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is really, really pretty. Wow. That is so cool.
What'd you get?
I have a little bit of stash this week. I have talked to you previously about Michelle Bendy Stitchy and her Alzheimer's cause. Well, Heather from the Imperfectly Perfect Stitcher saw these buttons, and they are all different designs, and they are for Alzheimer's. And you can buy one, and Heather is donating 100% of the proceeds to.
And what does it say?
Mine says I wear purple because, of course, I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can put mine on now.
Nice.
But 100% of the proceeds are going to fund Alzheimer's research.
Nice.
And the thing is, this was $7. That's nothing.
Cheap.
And she's so great that she has run out a couple of times. People have just made a run on them. Wow. And she has gone back and purchased more. Michelle has purchased some for her so that she doesn't lose all of it, But, I mean, she's really done.
Very nice.
Yeah. So then, lovely Heather, I mean, I get something that she makes no money off of. And she sent me a second one. And I'm going to move my fingers so you can see everything on her card. Look at that.
Well, maybe you can see it. There. Well, there we go.
Is it in focus? See, I
think it is, yeah.
I think so too. Here.
It's hard.
There we go.
That's a little better.
Look at that, though. It's a little button and a sunflower. And we are neighbors with Kansas.
Look,
I don't think so. It's just the center of the.
I thought it was a ladybug in there. Kind of looked like
it. So anyway, Heather, thank you so much. That's so sweet. And Michelle, I got you, girl. So I love that. And if you would like to do that, you just saw that on here, but it's the Imperfectly Perfect Stitcher. Needleminders, etsy.etsy.com. So it's the ipsneedleminders.etsy.com. And I will try and link that below. She does Flosstube videos.
Oh.
And if you look back on her channel, she has a joint video with Michelle, and they talk about it and they explain the whole thing.
Nice.
There were a lot of choices on this. Mm-hmm. You could, like some said mom, some said dad, some said grandma, grandpa.
Very nice. Very nice.
Really sweet. Next up, whips and current projects and plans.
You go ahead.
Okay. So since I finished Quaker Garden, drew a blank already, I went back to May 1st and pulled out Strawberry Fields Forever. Love this chart. I seriously love all of my Mania starts. And
well, that's good though, because makes you want to give them more love.
Yes. So you want to hold the rolly part? So I've been working. I only had where did I start? Here. I only had this side done. And I didn't even have all the bricks filled in.
I don't think so.
I had part of them, but not all of them. So I've done all of that, and then I've been most of the way around. And here's what I'll tell you. I'm not using what it calls for the border. It calls for 2 different colors, and one of them on here is a little brownish, and the other one is more green. See it there in that big vine? And I found a Vicki Clayton silk. It's hand-dyed fibers, and it's called Milligrubs.
I wondered
And
which one you were asking for.
yep. And I have enough to get up this side, and I'm hoping maybe to do the great big vine, and then I'm going to have to use something else. So, you guys worry about, oh, what if I change and I don't, I don't have enough. I don't know what to do. I don't, whatever.
Well, what else does it go on?
It's all over in here.
Is it really?
It's every bit of the green. So this, all of this,
Oh.
this up here.
Well, you can
this whole
easily
thing.
change those out.
So this is the color that I've been using. Oh, and good. It's right against that white tag.
Mm-hmm.
And I found 2 different ones in my stash. One is called Luteous Green, which is a little brighter maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is called Verdigris. And Verdigris, I feel like, is maybe a little closer.
Yeah, I think I kind of like it better.
So Jeff thought maybe it would be better to go Luteous Green and make it look like the plant was alive. But, maybe I'll use a mix.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, do part of it and then the other part.
Well, I'm hoping
back.
I have enough of this to do it, because I have 6 strands left, and I only have to finish that one little bit of the border. So I'm hoping I have enough for that, and I'm going to use these for the little parts around.
Okay.
So I think, maybe I'll play with both of them.
Yeah, because these were a little brighter here, so maybe
Yep. So
swap them out.
I did put out a call and said, hey, Stash Warriors, do you have this? So, I'm hoping that maybe
And unfortunately, nobody was able to find it.
I think Judy's still looking, and we know the size of Judy's stash, so
It could be days.
I could be really lucky and get to have something. But if I don't, I've come up with a good plan.
Right.
And I'm loving it. And if you stitch this one, Stitching Social did this as a stitch along, which I did not realize.
Oh.
And so there is a hashtag on Instagram. And if you look at my pictures, again, I'm at Pattern Queen 3 and Nancy is at The Addicted Sisters. If you look at my progress on there and look at my hashtags, I have the hashtag for the stitch along.
Okay.
I can't, off the top of my head, I'm not thinking about it, what it is right now. So, but it's on there.
Okay. Good.
What do you? So my plan's to keep working on that.
Okay.
And to get back to our stitch along, because I feel guilty that I haven't worked on it.
Okay. So, speaking of the stitch along, I'll start with that one first. While I was waiting for Laura this morning, I decided I would pull it out because I hadn't pulled it out all week long. Nor did I pull it out last week.
We're really bad, aren't we? Great with our stitch along.
And I do think it's because it's a bigger piece. I feel like I have to have a bigger chunk of time to focus on it. But so it looks pretty much the same, doesn't it? But I did add more in here, the darker greens. So that's the bottom leaf, and then I think I have 2 more that come up here and a little swirly piece, and I'll be done with this section.
And you've probably stitched the biggest band on.
Yeah, I think I did.
On the piece.
I think I did.
If you don't remember,
No.
Oh no, we have that one huge one.
I'm going into the next bigger band.
If you don't remember, this is what it looks like. It's Rosewood Manor, 2 B's and ABCs. And we invited you to stitch with us on that. And we have a hashtag for that. Hashtag RMSAL, Addicted Sisters. Which looks like salad when you're typing it.
Yes.
Because I didn't capitalize anything. And yeah, and if you think that's too big and you don't want to do it, then stitch something else with
smaller.
this. And just say you're participating.
And then I worked a little bit on Wilhelmina.
She's so pink.
Yes, she is pink. Pink girl. So I got the 2 big flowers in up here, and I started working on her heel.
Oh, so cute.
I put her tail on, so she has a tail now. And I put her eyes in and took them out because they were like bug eyes.
Oh, no.
I didn't like that. And they put black in there, and I don't like the black, so I'm going to have to think what I want to do.
Maybe you can put beads on.
Maybe, yeah.
That could be cute. Little beady eyes.
So that's what I did.
And so that's what you're working
Not
on
much.
this week?
Well, I take her to work, and then I'm going to try to do the other one at home. I don't get a lot of home stitching done, though, except, on Saturday or Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Saturday we get kind of wound up. You ready?
Yeah. And in fact, today, I think Nancy and I are going to sit and stitch for a while, and she's going to run Jamie to work, and we'll see how long
all those little
make
life things,
So until next week, she's Nancy.
And she's Laura.
And we are the Addicted Sisters. Have a great week. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.